Superhoops. Whoop, let's go. Hursty Games, and this is how we do. Now it's time.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome back to our QPR Career Mode. If you guys are not all nice and caught up with the series, then make sure you go and check out the playlist, get yourself caught up, and then of course, welcome back to today's episode. Today, we're going to be cracking on, obviously, with our games in season number 2, obviously in the Premier League. Haven't really got too much to waffle about today, so it's basically going to be, hopefully, a relatively standard episode, and hopefully one where we can pick up points. You guys can see our next game, a very important one, for us at least, in it being a derby day against Fulham. And then we've got Watford, West Brom, and you can see the other games going on to the end of the month. Hopefully we'll get to at least West Brom. Depending on timing, we might even be able to get the Leeds game done. But at the very least, we will get 3 games done today. So let's get into it. Game number 1, and it's a big one. Very quick point of interest, Walsh is going out on loan for a short loan to Wolfsberger, just so you guys are aware. In case you notice he's just disappeared off of our players. He will be going on a short-term loan, I think, just at the end, or the start of the next transfer window, so like January. Okay, so you can see our lineup here up against Fulham. I've gone with a pretty solid starting lineup. The only changes I've made, Masengo in for Amos, and Lyndon Dykes is going to start ahead of Trossard today. Other than that, basically what would be our normal 11 is Derby Day. Let's go. At Craven Cottage, obviously up against last placed Fulham. They're having a pretty stinker time in the league this season, but hopefully we can come away with some big points today. Honestly, although it's not against a team that's sort of up and amongst and like against us as it is right now in like mid-table, it's a derby. You don't want to lose a derby. We've really just got to push for 3 points today, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and push and get 3 points off of one of our rivals. I would argue one of our biggest rivals, and so it's got to be said. It's going to be a tricky one, but we've got to try and get the 3 points. Obviously, ex-Fulham in Mr. Stefan Johansson. He's our captain now, so let's go for it, boys. Let's try and take him on. Let's try and go for 3 points. Come on, yours. Callum bursting down this left-hand side here. Was kind of hoping to be able to play it off to Coles at some point. We have eventually. I think he's just onside. He is. He was just on the onside of the defenders. Oh, Campbell with the shot, but it was well blocked there. That could have been a very, very good chance for 1-0. But able to just get Coles in space on the left-hand side and play a simple pass across, but Campbell's shot was blocked, so it wasn't to be. But that's a positive start. Johansson bringing this ball forward very nicely and plays a lovely ball here. Chris Willock going to bring that one down. Chrissy Willock going to put it in the box. It goes to Campbell. Campbell, I think, hits that with his back. I wanted, honestly, I was dinking it in to try and get it to Lyndon, but when I saw Campbell in that space, I thought Campbell had this. But look, he's turned his back to that. You can't do that. That's ridiculous. Got the ball here with Tyrese Campbell. He's going to try. I was just trying to pull it a little bit wider so we could get Lyndon in space. He's played it out to Willock. Willock's going to find Campbell again. Back into Johansson. Couldn't quite get the turn in there past the defender. It's been tricky to get it past that last line. Their back four is playing very solidly, and it's difficult to get the ball past them. If we can do that with a bit of space, I think we've got a good chance of 1-0, but it's getting that chance. Corner here for Fulham. Got to be careful. Obviously, got to try and see this one out. They're running a man short, which is making me pull Lyndon Dykes out, which isn't really ideal because I'd like Dykes in there to block the headers. Masengo doesn't win his, but Sommer with his first piece of action of the game, and thankfully it was quite a simple one. And maybe it's a chance for us to try and push on a counter. Johansson going to cut inside past Zambo Anguissa. Johansson just going to keep this, play it to Masengo. Lyndon going to dink it off here to Chrissy Willock, who controls it with his head. Not the best control, but does keep it alive. Going to play it backwards to Masengo. Can we find space here? Johansson against his old club. It is blocked. He isn't quite going to win it back. It's a shame. Again, we're making chances, but we're not getting behind the defence. We're having to play in front of the defence right now, which is a shame. And it's going to make those chances just a little bit more difficult. Ozzy Kakai here. Taken out, ref. You can't allow that. You can't allow it. Oh, that is a hell of a ball over the top there. And it finds their main striker, but Sommer, thankfully, it was quite like straight to him. I think their striker's called Mendes. I might be wrong. They haven't got Mitrovic, I'll tell you that much. But it was a bit of a tame shot in the end. But Sommer still had to do something, still had to get in the way of it, and he did, thankfully. And that's the first chance that they've really had on the game. Like, that's the best opportunity they've had. The ball over the top was beautiful. It's very unlike the AI in this difficulty to kind of waste a chance like that. Very good tackle there from Rodicki. But yeah, that was a worry. As soon as I saw them through, I knew that we were going to be in trouble there. But thankfully, the shot was a bit of a tame one. I think Willock is just offside here. I've wasted that chance. We're getting attacks on the counter, but we're just not creating good enough opportunities. That's the problem. Possibly one last chance here before half-time. Thankfully, the ref is letting it go on. Willock now into Lyndon. Great first touch from Lyndon. I just took a little bit too long to play the shot there. I tried to turn the defender and then take the strike. but I think he took one extra touch, which is a real shame and ruined the opportunity there for us. But it's 0-0 at half-time. I have to say, we've had the better sort of run of play and everything. However, they've definitely had the best chance, which was that one-on-one opportunity with Alexis, I found out as the player's name. But Summer made a very, very good save. But it's been a tricky one. It's not been easy by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to take off Johansson for Amos. Just offer something a little bit different in the middle of the park. I'm a big fan of Amos anyway, so get him in there. I think the plan is going to be that we maybe just give Dykes a little bit longer and then potentially bring on Trossard. But I have a feeling that Dykes can be our sort of breakthrough player here. I think he can be the player that we get the opportunity to, because we're getting the ball out wide. Dykes isn't slow, but he's also physical and he's tall, and so we'll be in the box if we were to get crosses in there. So I'd like to keep Linden on for a little bit longer. Trossard is still a play that we have. We obviously still have the creativity of somebody like Ilias as well, so plenty of options to play with here, but we need to just make better chances. That's what we need to do. Better chances now. Ball in the box here for Fulham. It's well cleared initially from Lopez. It breaks through there. That shot just goes, I think, underneath Amos's foot. But Jan Sommer, super Sommer, mate, with an incredible save there. You can see Mendes with the shot. Yeah, it just goes through Amos's legs. But Sommer sees it with plenty of time to push it wide and does stop the goal, but obviously gives a corner away. But I'd rather the corner than the goal. Masengo dummies it. Sommer grabs it. We're going to play it quickly here. And it is going to be to Chrissy Willock, who isn't slow, so has a chance here. Charlie Mawson not going to catch up with Chris Willock. Can we get this ball in the box now? It's a bit of a weird cross in there, but oh, Campbell hits the post. Doesn't quite find the back of the net like I thought he was going to there. Willock, I've asked for a ball roll. He hasn't done it. That's such a shame. I thought that was 1-0. Ah, damn it. They found the ball out to their right-hand side here. Got the ball there. McCallum does well to close him down, but they're playing this inside. I can't get a defender. I couldn't get a defender. Thankfully, Ozzy was in the way there. But it does go back to their player. Dickey steps in really, really well there as they try and get it forward. That's a foul there by Reed, who has already been booked, but I doubt that would be a second red, and it's not going to be. I think we just crack on with this team right now. I would still like to make the change. Charlie Wilson going off. He was very tired. He was tired before the game started, so I'm not too surprised to see him make way here. But we just need to just create just that little something better. That ball from Willock to Campbell, I thought was going to be it. I thought that was going to break the deadlock, but it wasn't to be. Get the ball here to Coles, who's going to run quite centrally. Going to play it out to Willock again. He's going to play it first time into Linden. Linden, cross goal. It's a great save. That is a fantastic save from the keeper. Fabricio, I think, is the guy. I think it's the Spanish lad. It's a great save. He's just got his hand to it, and it was a very, very good hand to it too. I am going to make a change now. I am going to take off Campbell, and I'm going to bring on Trossard. Going to make him a centre forward. And I think we're going to bring on Ilias. It's not that Willock's been bad. Willock's been one of our better players, very influential, but he's getting a little bit tired. Let's bring on Ilias, who does cut a little bit more centrally. We've discussed this before. He does cut inside a little bit more, and maybe that will just open up a little bit of space in the middle of the park and open up a bit of an option out wide as well for maybe an overlap from someone like Ozzy. But let's whip this ball in there. Cole's going to play it in there. It's a good header. It's a very good save. I think that was McCallum who got his head to it. It was very good save though from Fabricio, I don't know how to say his name. Good header there. Oh, okay. It's not quite the header we wanted, but we've still got the pressure. 20 minutes to go. It's not quite panic stations yet, but I think we can still ask for a bit more. We can offer more. We can do more. Let's go. Come on. Fulham playing this ball forward quite nicely. They found it out wide here. Lopez isn't going to get there. It's a great save from Sommer, and then a good block from McCallum. This has been a very, very, very end-to-end game, it turns out. I have to say, Fulham have made some very good chances. Although I think we've now had the best chance of the game, I would say that they've had their own chances here. And Tom Kearney is going to make it 1-0 to Fulham. That is really not what we needed to see at all. Oh, as I said, they were making their way into the game. They were starting to play better. That there is just loads of space. Lopez and Dickey absolutely nowhere near it to make the break there. And that's a goal for Kearney, goal for Fulham with 7 minutes on the clock. It's not a good look for us here, and we're just going to have to try and attack quickly. Coles is going to try, get down this wing, gets past one man, plays it inside to Trossard, across to Linden. Linden sends the keeper the wrong way, and we immediately reply. Lyndon Dykes makes it 1-1. It's what we needed to see, and that is a hell of a response. And it needed to be as well. I was a little bit worried that we'd messed it up as I played it across from Trossard and didn't shoot for that far corner and instead played it to Dykes. But I'm glad that we did. I am glad that we did. We've made it 1-1. Oh, mate, that was stressful. Hell of a response there. Great run from Coles. Trossard does really well. And it was a risky play playing into that post there, but I'm glad that I did because it did find its way into the back of the net. I'm glad we left Linden on. Only 2 goals in 10 games. It's been a tricky transition for him into the Premier this time around. And I have to say, thankfully, it's a big goal. Thankfully, we scored it. It's 1-1. Okay, little bit less stressful, but only 2 minutes to go. Let's just see this one out. I'll stick with you guys. You guys can sort of stay with me for the end of the game and see if we can make any chances. Well done there from Ilias Chair. Won it initially and then won it the second time. And does play a ball here to Amos. We're going to look out wide and find Coles. Lovely pass into Trossard here. Come on, boys. Come on. This would be absolutely incredible. Isaac Coles. Isaac Coles. It's 2-1. It's a goal right to the deadlock. You celebrate away, Isaac, mate. You absolutely own that moment. This was Coles' season. I said it from the get-go. It was a chance and a time for Isaac Coles to truly step up. And boy, has he. Fantastic stuff there. Ilias Chair from the get-go. The defence at the back there to win that ball, to fight for it, to win possession, take it up there, and then the run from Trossard, the play inside to Isaac Coles after the pass to him from Coles. It's absolutely perfect. I'm absolutely over the moon, boys. What a goal. What a game. What a response. 2 goals as well for Isaac Coles now. Him and Linden on the same goals, 2 in 10. And boys, what a result. I can't even. Holy, absolutely things you love to see. Last minute efforts, last minute goals, and we leave Craven Cottage with 3 enormous points. Absolutely huge points there in the end. Mate, it was almost like we needed to concede to wake up. It's just such a shame that we left it to the 83rd minute to really wake up with our chances here. But boys, what a result, what a game. 3 points, you love to see it. Well, late drama that I just didn't expect. Just didn't expect the dramatic late goal, as it says. What a last bit of drama. What a crazy bit of drama in our first game today. So let's just crack on. Game 1 down, and hopefully it's only going to get more exciting from here. But I doubt we beat that level of excitement. Let's try. I'm not saying I'm as good as Pep Guardiola. However, Man City seem to think I might be. Crazy. We have got this month's Youth Scout stuff in, and I'm going to start straight off the bat. Arlo Cartwright could potentially be a decent player. I'm going to sign Arlo Cartwright. I think he looks okay. Henry Woodward just is a poor man's Arlo Cartwright, let's be honest. Ewan Chadwick, sadly, that potential is not going to work out for us. Same with Bradley Scott with a max of 70. Charles Howarth, I'm going to say no. I think we have a... Wait, who's our backup keeper, actually? I don't even know. I'm going to say no anyway. I think it's not Senny, because Senny's gone. And then Isaac Cook. We'll leave Isaac Cook there because it means that we can still look at our youth squad monthly reports. So we can look at Wyatt and Cartwright. Cartwright's got the higher potential as it stands at the moment, but obviously there's still time for that potential to change. Wyatt is also only 15, so Wyatt's not going to be able to be called up anytime soon. I'll just set him to probably inverted wide back, get that pace up a little bit as well. And then we'll look at Cartwright here, see what Cartwright's got. He's got great physicality, but that's kind of it. That's kind of where the great stats stop for him. So I'm going to go with inverted as well. Just get a little bit on the defending. I'd like a bit more on defending, but he's nice and physical. So that's a great start. Cartwright could be very good for us. Could potentially end up being a centre-back maybe, potentially down the line. Who knows? But he's got 4-star weak foot. We'll see. 2 players agreed on loan deals here. So Dazelle is going to go to Club Bruges. Go and play with Bastos if he's still there and still playing. And then we've got Charlie Kelman going on a 2-year loan to Sierra. I don't know if that's how it's said. But yeah, both players go for quite a period of time. So they're going to be not in the club for a while. And obviously, thank you for the offer, Man City. The money would be beautiful. But it's a no from me. Okay, so now we have our game up against Watford. And you can see the starting lineup. A couple of little changes. Amos starts over Masengo this time. Trossard in for Linden, and Ilias Chair comes in for Willock. Outside of that, the team is the same. Dykes will definitely come on at some point because he has specifically asked to play. But otherwise, bring it on, Watford. Let's go. It's a rainy day at the Kyan Prince, rainy day in London, but the QPR fans, as you can see, out in full force here to back the boys, and hopefully we'll back them with 3 points. 3 games today minimum. 9 points would be perfect. But realistically, if we can leave this game today having got 6 points from a possible 6 from the first 2 games, that would be a fantastic start to today's episode. So that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're pushing for. Let's see. Can somebody check on Tyrese Campbell? Is he okay? What the Christ was that? Isaac Coles on the ball here. Going to play it into Campbell. Coles is going to continue his run. And it's going to find space as the fullback does cut inside. Coles tries to cut inside as well, but is just met by the defender. It's been a bit cagey this start to the game. One thing I will say, this Watford kit, I love it. It's such a beautiful red. It's genuinely such a lovely kit. Ball here with Johansson. Going to try and find Coles. That's Campbell, Tom. I mean Campbell. He's going to find Isaac Coles. Coles is going to push out wide and play it back in to Tyrese Campbell. And it's another good tackle. I'll be honest with you, there's probably been about 5 or 6 opportunities for either side here that have been just similar to that one, but literally nothing's happening from them. And now I say that, okay, that's honestly the nearest to a goal we've had all game. That's how this game has gone so far. Got to be careful here as they try to bring this ball forward. They've got it to Pusueto, I think is the player's name. It's a lovely ball through for Lauza. I don't know these names, boys. Why do I try to say names when I can't say them? Thankfully, Sommer was equal to it and read the pass pretty well. And now Trossard brings this ball forward. Going to look out wide here and find Ilias Chair. He's going to put this ball in the box. It's blocked well the first time, but it's going to drop back to Ilias Chair. He's going to just about get the beating of his man. Tries and plays it in quickly, but the defender blocks it again. Cole's going to try and set over the top ball here for Campbell. Campbell's going to get the beating of the defender and get there first. He's going to have to shoot pretty quickly, though. It's a very good effort, but it's a very, very good save. Was quite near to the keeper in the end, so one you'd expect the keeper to make, but still had to be done, and he still did it. So, best chance of the half for us so far. Doesn't really say much, though, because it's one of the only chances of the half for us so far. Johansson brings this ball forward, brings it forward nicely. That is a very, very good tackle from the defender, or from their midfielder, I should say. Very, very impressive tackle indeed. Campbell, going to play it to Coles after the throw-in. Coles, going to bring it inside now. Going to try a little cheeky step over. Dinks it in the box. It's going to go to Trossard. Not the tallest of players, but he very nearly won that. And if he had, I think that was looking like a goal. But that is going to be half-time. Saving our best efforts towards the end of the half there. Not really much to talk about. It's a pretty dull first half. Nothing really going on particularly for either side. I'll say it again, that Watford kit's lovely. But look, you can see we've had 2 shots. Our goal expected are 0.1 compared to their 0 shots. Therefore, 0 goal expected. It's been a bit of a flat half. It really has been a bit of a flat half. Is there anything I can really do to change this, though? Maybe? I mean, okay, I'm going to take off Coles. That's McCallum. I'm going to take off Coles. Coles looks a little bit tired. Doesn't quite... It's not that he's been bad, but he's just not quite been with it today. It's not been his best performance. So we'll bring on Dykes and Campbell and see how those two do. Started pretty well, obviously, in the other game. So we'll see how they do. But for now, Trossard on the left, Ilias on the right. Not our quickest wingers, but we've got a bit of pace up top in Campbell, and now we've got a bit more of a target in Linden. Let's see how that plays out for us. Let's go. Come on. Oh, it's a good bit of play from Watford. Lovely goal. Lovely bit of play. An absolute rocket of a shot there from their number 9. I'm not sure who it is, but it's Hlojek? Did that say Hlojek? That is a hell of a signing if they've signed Hlojek. That is mental. But look, simple play. My fullbacks were drawn in, so Ozzy was obviously already marking somebody at the edge of the box there. So Ozzy was nowhere near sort of the man on what would be the right-hand side of our defence. But very simple stuff. Sommer not getting to that one. An absolute rocket there from, I'm fairly sure it was. It's Hlozek. Is his first name Adam? Mate, if that is the Hlozek I'm thinking of, incredible signing from Watford. And an incredible position for them to be in now. 1-0. Not good for us at all. Really not what we needed, especially at home. Not quite the bouncing and hopefully keeping up a form that I was hoping for after a huge result against Fulham. But maybe we can get a bit of a response like we did in the Fulham game after going 1-0 down. Let's have a little look here. Lovely play there from Johansson. Going to play it eventually to Campbell. Campbell doesn't quite get the shot away, and they are going to get rid of it. They got the ball out wide, but Ozzy steps in really, really well and wins that. And now maybe gives us a small chance to break away here. Ilias with a lovely ball roll to take it past his first man. Campbell, mate, I've asked for a run. Campbell now finally making the run that I've asked for. Ilias has done really well, by the way, in keeping this ball up here. Going to play the cross in. It's going to go to Trossard. It literally was aiming at Lyndon Dykes. Why would it change who that's going to? Because Lyndon Dykes can actually win headers. Watford play it into the middle now. Ozzy's got to get up there. Does very well. Does win that header. And now a chance to break it away. Amos's pass is a bit loose, but Linden does win it. Very good job there from Linden in that sort of 50-50 in the middle of the park there to keep possession. Now Linden going to play it all the way across here to Luke Amos. Amos now. Can we set away Campbell? No. I was looking at Campbell. I won't lie to you guys. I was looking at Campbell. I wasn't looking at how close that player was to Amos. That is literally the epitome of somebody shouting in your ear and saying, man on, is what I needed there. But it's not going to happen. And now Castro brings it forward. McCallum does very well to get back and win it. And we bring it away. McCallum plays it out wide here to Trossard. Trossard now going to try and bring this forward. Linden, mate, get in that box. Linden is now in there, but it's blocked initially. It's going to go in again. Campbell goes to that with his foot. Definitely nearly absolutely battered that player in the head. But I made changes sort of scheduled maybe 15, 20 minutes ago. And the ball literally hasn't left the pitch. Now it does, of course. So, of course, now we make the changes. It's going to be Johansson off. And it's going to be, I think I took off Chair. Yeah. And it's Willock and Masengo coming on. Wanted to rest, ideally, both of these players. But at 1-0 down with about 10 minutes to go, I don't really have that luxury. So we have to bring them on. We have to see if we can make the changes. And hopefully get into some better chances now. But Chris Willock, obviously, fresh legs. A little bit quicker than Ilias Chair as well. Going to bring this forward. Plays it to Campbell. Campbell, lovely turn. I couldn't quite get it out there to Trossard. That's such a shame. Masengo on the ball. Going to shoot from range. It's a good effort. It's a good save. Willock with the rebound. Makes it 1-1. Chris Willock. It's another late equaliser from QPR. And my God, it needed to be. Oh, that was stressful. Lovely effort from Masengo. He has got like 50-something shooting. He has not got the best shooting. But today is an episode of late drama. It is literally just late goal after late goal from us. And my God, we needed it. You can see 89 minutes on the clock there. But Masengo with a good effort. I was a little bit optimistic, or pessimistic, really, to take the shot. But I was optimistic enough to try and shoot. But it's a good rebound for Willock. And it's a lovely, lovely finish there. Just squeezes in inside the post. And there's not long left now. Really not long left. So let's just see if we can try and get a second. It would be another late brace of goals, basically. 2 late goals in 2 games consecutively. But it's only 2 minutes on the clock. We haven't got the ball, and I don't think we're going to get a chance to bring this forward. We've got to now make sure we don't concede. Oh, Lopez. Oh, Sommer. Jesus Christ. I couldn't head that ball away. I tried desperately to head it away. But thankfully, Lopez was equal to the shot, as it happened. And Sommer is going to come there, claim that ball, and it's going to be full time. That is a point rescued. I have to say, that is a 0.1 instead of 2 points lost there as you get to the end of the game. You can see a little bit of dismay there from the fans. Fans not too happy with only a point there. But I have to say, considering the situation and how that played out, I will take the point with what happened. The late drama, another late goal from Willock, and another late goal celebration as well, as you guys often see those manic celebrations at the end. And I have to say, I think most of them have been pretty justified today's episode. I think sometimes they're a little bit OTT, but I think they've been pretty justified with the goals that have happened today. But it is what it is. It's only a point, but again, I see that one as a 0.1, not a point, not 2 points dropped there. And Adam Plozek, it is Plozek that I was thinking of. That is a crazy signing from Watford. Fair play to him. Okay, there we go. Another very, very good result for us in the grand scheme of things. Again, we have to take each game as it comes and take it with a pinch of salt. I can kind of see why City were looking for a manager. They're down in 11th place now. They're ahead of us on only goal difference. But the teams at the bottom of the pack right now are Fulham, West Brom and Newcastle. All 3 well and truly adrift at the moment from the rest of the pack. Fulham and West Brom already over 2 wins away from catching up to anyone. So that's a hell of a deficit to have early on. Watford down there as well, picking up a point. Obviously, that could be why some of the away or some of our home fans were a little bit disgruntled at the fact that we didn't manage to pick up the 3 points there. But tough game. Leicester down there, Wolves, Spurs, Villa down there. It's a hell of a crazy league right now. Burnley up in 3rd. I need to go look at that Burnley side. That's mental. Leeds, our next opponent, up in 6th, so no mugs there either. But I'm going to go look at who Burnley have got. Also just noticed, manager ratings 100. Career mode, boys. Complete it, mate. Okay, I'll line up here against West Brom. Actually, just beforehand, I did look at the Burnley side. No real crazy, massive signings. They signed Bebu, or Bibu, however you say his name. That was about it, really, as like a standout signing. But regardless, you can see a little bit of rotation for a couple of players here. Jimmy Dunn's actually going to come in and get some minutes today. I'd like him to have a little bit of form, and I don't end up really having the luxury at the moment in the last couple of games in making defensive substitutions. A lot of them are quite attacking or like, central midfielder substitutions. So really like just to give Dunn a couple of minutes. He's doing incredibly well in real life. Only 25 in this save, so still plenty of time and future ahead of him. And Hamer coming in for a little bit of rotation as well. Other than that, usual sort of business. Let's just see how we do. It's a 5 at the back, which I always hate playing against. But we'll see how we do. Let's go. Okay, here we are up against West Brom. I did skip all of the loading stuff because I forgot I was going to talk about that. So my bad. But up against West Brom, obviously, tricky old game. A very, very solid side. And I mean, on Legendary, every side's going to be a solid side. But yeah, it's just going to be a big, big game for us to try and pick something up here. We're playing against, you know, a handful of teams that are lower down the table than us. So it's games that we maybe expect to try and pick up points. But again, on Legendary, some teams just turn up and they just play very, very well. And 5 at the backs are teams that do that against me a lot. So let's see how we do. Come on, boys. Oh, we get a chance here to play it through. It's going to go to Johansson, who's going to try the strike. And Johansson makes it 1-0. Things you love to see. Great strike from the skipper. I have to say, hell of a finish. A player that has been a little bit rotation. He's been a little bit part recently. He's been working his way in and off the bench. And I have to say, it's a lovely play there from Trossard. Lovely ball. And the strike is absolutely perfect. Arrows right into that side netting. It was exactly what we needed that strike to be. And it was perfect. So lovely, lovely stuff there. 1-0 to Johansson. A hell of a start. It was a bit of a tricky sort of opening 5 or so. But Johansson, after 9 minutes, puts us 1-0 up. Come on, you R's. Let's go. Get the ball out wide here. Got to be careful. Ozzy's going to try and catch up and win this ball off their winger. And he's done a good job of forcing it back. Well done, Ozzy Kako. Wins it as well. Good lad. Chris Willett now bringing this ball away. And I think it's Livermore trying to catch him. And I can categorically tell you, Jake Livermore is not going to catch Chris Willett. Play it inside. It's to Leandro Trossard. And Trossard's going to make it too. We have just found the space in this game. I normally struggle against 5 backs, but they're pushing. Their fullbacks are pushing so hard up the pitch that our wingers are finding acres of space. And Trossard does pop up with a very, very big goal there. Very, very happy to see that because, again, it's a very crucial goal. It's a really, really important goal for us because against Legendary, they can just score at the drop of an, bat of an eyelid. And it's just so good to be 2-0 up against a 5 at the back. It really, really is positive stuff. So well done, boys. 2-0 up. Trossard making it 2. Chuff with that, boys. Great attack. Great run from Chris Willett. Great defence from Ozzy Kakai to start it. Good stuff, boys. Well done. West Brom on the attack now. Got a chance to play it inside. They have done. Grant turns Lopez round. And that's a hell of a save from Sommer. I sort of brought him out a little bit. But, it was Matty Phillips that was offside. What a save that is. I thought he was on. I thought he was in line with Hamer. But no, he was... Oh, that is close. Was just offside. But this save from Sommer is absolutely fantastic. Because I'm bringing Sommer out to go and try and work his way towards the man who's turned. Great, great reflex save there from our keeper. Beautiful stuff. Hamer plays it into Coles here. Coles looks up and finds Campbell. And Campbell is going to make it 3-0. 28 minutes on the clock. And it is 3-0 to QPR. And we're absolutely running away with it right now. This is, again, against the 5 at the back, this is not what I expect. Because I struggled against 5 at the back on World Class. I was expecting to find it even harder on Legendary. And this game in particular, it hasn't felt like that. I think a big part of it is there's a real lack of pace in this West Brom team. That's very noticeable, but it feels good to be going into a game in the Prem and feeling comfortable, feeling confident. It doesn't happen often. A lovely bit of play here. And now Campbell potentially in for another. He does get past his defender. That's going to be 4-0. It's 4-0, 34 minutes in. And again, I'd love to give you an excuse or a reason as to why this has turned up so well for us. I don't have an answer for you. I really wish I did. But at 4-0, boys, what we're going to do is we're going to jump to Sim because that will allow us to get a 4th game in today. So if anything happens, I'll show you guys the highlights. But great stuff. Great news for us. 4-0. Who saw that coming? Because I didn't. Well, that's half time and it is still 4-0. Nothing really happening as we jump to Sim. But I have to say, this has managed to be a very good game that I managed to do a bit of rotation, get Jimmy done and get Hamer in there. But we are going to rest some players here. Ahmed's going to come on for Campbell, get Ahmed a few minutes on the clock because why not? And honestly, I think we'll take off Campbell. Sorry, Coles was coming off. We'll take off Campbell as well and give Dykes some minutes. We'll jump back in. We'll see how the team does for the second half. Let's just crack on with it. One thing I've noticed, you can see the stamina of these West Brom players. I think it's kind of like the Man City and Liverpool effect of FIFA 22 or FIFA 21 career modes where they would get knackered because of the work rate and the game plan. You can see fast build-up, forward runs and press after possession loss. That takes stamina out of players and it's worked to our favour. Also, they've got Palmer in goal. That might be a little thing. It's 5-0. Lyndon Dykes finds the back of the net. Things you do love to see. I am just very quickly going to make a change. What we'll do is we'll take off Masengo. We'll let Johansson play the 90 minutes today because there's been, a lack of chances for him to play 90 because he often ends up being the midfielder we sub off right now. But Lyndon Dykes with the goal as well. Things you love to see. Absolutely chuffed. But 5-0, boys. Mental. Well, there it is, full time. And you can see that we have well and truly battered West Brom today. A big part of it, I mean, you can look at the match ratings. Their highest rating was Diang on a 7. And I'm not entirely sure what he did to justify that, but look at the stamina. That is broken, EA. That has to change, because although it's done me a world of good, that's broken. A very big win sees us into 9th place, ahead of Man City now on goal difference. That goes to show how big of a win that was, to overtake City on goal difference, a team that score goals for fun. Very, very good news for us. But sees us up to 9th place, and that's a good place to be. Okay, now we're up against another team that's quite infamous for having to have a very high work rate, and that is Leeds, who are 1 place above us. We are now in 10th because Crystal Palace had a game in hand, which I didn't realise, so they're in 9th. In 8th. Leeds in 9th, we're in 10th. So a win today sees us leapfrog at the very least Leeds, and potentially, if games go our way, even higher up the table. So let's see how we do. Let's go for it. Come on, you us. Dan James, apparently a player to look out for. 3 games in 3 for him. And, yeah, we've got to be careful. Very quick player. Very, very quick player. But it's still raining in London. It's still terrible weather at the Kyle Prince. But hopefully it won't be a terrible result and a terrible day at the office. Hopefully it will be a very good one as we hopefully come away with 3 more points. Again, realistically, 12 points available today. We've already secured 7. That's not bad. 8 or 10 would be absolutely perfect. So let's go for it, boys. Let's see how we do. Let's try and get the win today. Chrissy Willock on the tifo. Things you'll have to see. Come on, you us. Oh, Coles has absolutely done one player there. Cuts inside. Can he now try and make... You know what? Oh, no. What am I doing? I was going to try and shoot, and I changed my mind last second and went to a fake shot. I've mugged myself off. Oh, we've got to be careful now. They played it inside. Patrick Bamford's going to lay it off. Oh, this is a good bit of play from Leeds. Lovely bit of play, in fact, from Leeds. And that strike is just a great strike. Very similar to the Watford goal we conceded, I won't lie to you. Freuler, I think is how you say that. With a very, very nice finish. But the way they just play that pass, they get it into the box and then the player plays it so quickly to the next player. It is quite near to Sommer, but it is going at a bit of pace, which is such a shame that Sommer couldn't just get a hand to it. I thought it was a bit nearer the corner than that, but yeah, it goes under his hand. If he'd stretched his hand a bit more flat, then I think he'd have saved it. But he didn't, and it's 1-0. Leeds again on the attack here. They got it out to Harrison out on the left-hand side. Willett trying to come back and help out, but you can just see how quickly they're knocking this ball about. It is very difficult to defend against a team that play it this quickly, especially when it's the AI, because they don't seem to get as affected by like loose passes and stuff. But on the counter now, Coles brings it forward off a pass from Johansson. Isaac Cole's going to lay it across the box. It's such a tame pass. I tried to just play a through ball across the box there, and it just no power in it whatsoever. Can Coles get there first? Not quite, and they're going to get it away. That is a wasted opportunity. That really is. Be careful now as Leeds attack again on their left-hand side. Harrison gets ahead of of Ozzy, and then Dickey thankfully gets his foot across to stop it. Lyndon brings this ball forward now. Campbell made a good run, but I just couldn't get the pass to him while he was onside. We're going to play it across again now, and it's another unselfish play from Tyrese Campbell, and Isaac Coles gets himself another goal in the Prem. Very, very nice there. I just saw the pass from, as I played it from Dykes up to Campbell, I just saw the run from Coles burst in it to get to the back post. And I thought, you know what, let's be unselfish, just play it off to Campbell and then play it straight off to Coles. And we get back into it. And a very, very crucial goal. It's happened at a good time. There's still time in the first half, and we obviously need to see that out now. So 10 minutes to go until half time. A second would be great, but realistically, the main thing we need to do is just get a bit of a foothold in this game, because Leeds have had a lot of the ball, and it's been mainly just defending from us. McCallum brings this ball forward. He's going to turn here and lay it off to Coles. Kind of wanted it to Johansson, but that's okay. But Coles now going to play it out to Johansson, who's out wide. Plays it inside to Tyrese Campbell. Tyrese Campbell going to take a heavy touch. The pass across to Dykes wasn't quite what I was hoping for, which is a shame. And Johansson doesn't quite head that how I wanted to either. It's another wasted chance. We've had some really good opportunities on that far-hand side there, but we've just wasted 2 or 3 of them, and you can't do that. You can't, because we'd be 2 or 3 goals up by now. And instead it's 1-1. Lovely ball forward here. Got to be careful. He's going to just strike this. It's a good block there from McCallum, and we get it away. Do we have a chance to maybe make one attack? No, we do not, which is fair because it wasn't necessarily that far up the pitch. So it's going to be 1-1 at half-time. A good equaliser. A tricky half, but wasted opportunities from us. I have to say, we should have definitely found more goals in that game. We should be 2 goals up by now, and we're just not. And it's not been that good. I'll be honest with you. It's been okay. It's not been great. And that's something we need to try and fix. But I think we stick with things for this second half. I have to say, Johansson's actually been very good. So I'm going to keep Johansson on. I was going to bring on Masengo, but Johansson has had a very, very good game, particularly good game in the middle of the park today. So he's going to definitely justify getting at least another 15-20 minutes on the pitch. If he starts to get tired, then we'll bring Masengo on. But for now, same again. Half-time, 1-1. Plenty to do, but we've got to be careful on this left-hand side, or their left-hand side, unless Harrison decides to then play it to Ayling, which I'm fine with. He can do that over and over again. Isaac Coles turns one. Lovely there from Isaac Coles. He brings this ball forward. Johansson just working really hard to get down on this left-hand side. I can see Linden getting in the box. I can see Campbell in the box. It's going to go to Linden. It's going to go all the way across to Willock. Willock to Coles. I maybe should have taken a touch there. As it dropped to Willock, I just saw the space for Isaac Coles on the sort of penalty box, like edge of the box, penalty spot sort of area. And it's just unfortunate we couldn't find the back of the net. We're going to dummy the short run. Johansson's going to turn back. It's going to go to Linden, who hits it just wide of the post. Unlucky Linden. But boys, keep this pressure up. This is much more like it. Got the ball out wide here with Dan James. Lopez comes across very well to close him down. And now Lopez again has got to be back there. But now we're without a centre-back. McCallum can't close Bamford down. Sommer. I was calling Sommer out to it, but Bamford tried to play it back, but thankfully it comes off of Lopez's backside and we get to bring this ball away now. And Ozzy's going to do a good job of doing just that. Going to have to turn though, and does lose it. Not a good spot to lose it in. Thankfully, Harrison is quite far back and we can hopefully defend this. Oh, Ayling turns McCallum. They get it forward again. Lopez with another good block, but 65 minutes on the clock. I am going to make a change here. And McCallum is just finding it a little bit difficult, but I have to say, Ozzy is now struggling a tad. So I'm going to move Lopez out wide. I'm going to bring on Jimmy Dunn here. And I think... I do think we have to make a change here. Because Coles is getting tired. We're going to go Trossard on the left-hand side. So Jimmy Dunn on for Ozzy. Lopez goes to right back. Dickie's a little bit... Oh, he's slow though. We can't play Dickie at right back. I can't do that. Is he any better at left back? Nope. We just stick with that. Lopez at right back. I'm just going to have to do it for now. He's 82 rated still with the -2. So I'm still confident that it'll be okay. But for now, I think we're also going to bring on Masengo. Bit of pace in the middle of the park. Just keep that high tempo up because Leeds do knock it round very quickly. And we've just got to try and do our best to counter that. So Dallas off for Rodrigo. A very attacking change for them. Johansson makes way, which will make Dickie captain for Masengo. And then we bring on Trossard for Coles. And it was Jimmy Dunn on for Ozzy. Well done, Luke Amos, with that block there. Oh, and that's not ideal there as we lose the ball. Got to be careful here. Jimmy Dunn doesn't mark the Rodrigo run. Good save again from Sommer. This has been a tough game. I have to say, this has been, in regards to end-to-end stuff, I would say this has been the best sort of end-to-end game of the episode. But, mate, it's been honestly, it's been an episode of very interesting games, very difficult games, and then the West Brom game we were quite comfortable. So this has been I've enjoyed this episode. It's been stressful, but it's been fun. Bring this ball forward now. Jimmy Dunn can't commit forward there, so it's going to be McCallum instead. Now it's Dickie. Amos steps in really, really well, and we get this ball away. McCallum finds Rob Dickie now. Dickie, I'm going to look up and find Amos. That's a lovely pass there from Rob Dickie. Now Luke Amos keeps bringing it forward. Finds Campbell. Trossard overlaps on the outside, but Campbell's going to have to cut inside. Oh, I tried to get it across to Willock, and we can't quite. That is so unfortunate. Harrison on this left-hand side again. Lopez was a little bit out of position, but has done well to get back, and it's a good turn there from Harrison. Got to stop the shot here. Do not let them shoot. Masengo, please. Do not let the shot happen. Well done, Dickie. The shot did happen, but Dickie was equal to it. Lopez, up you get, lad. Good initial header. Got to keep it away. Only 5 minutes on the clock. Only 5 minutes. Do not concede now. Masengo, well done. Very well done there from Masengo. Very difficult ball to get away, but we have given it away, though. Well done, Chris Willock. Masengo again brings it forward. Make a run, Trossard, mate. Trossard, you have fresh legs. Get running down that wing. Lovely stuff. Inside to Tyrese Campbell. Tyrese Campbell, you know what's happening? It's Masengo. It's hit Lyndon Dykes. Willock to Dykes. Oh, we've done it, boys. We've done it. Another late bit of drama. Holy, I can't believe that. Masengo must be getting pissed off with the fact he's not scored yet. It just never quite seems to find its way in. But goals happen when Masengo shoots. It's just not Masengo who scores them. But, mate, another bit of unselfish play, this time from Chris Willock. Masengo's shot, I don't think was going in. But Willock just plays it across and Dykes does find the back of the net. Just gets ahead of the defender. And, mate, that is another late bit of drama. That is 3 games today out of 4. Where there have been late goals in at least the 90th minute or 89th plus. It's been absolutely ridiculous. But Leeds haven't got long now. Surely, ref, you've got to call it there, mate. He's turned round. The ball's in the middle of the park, referee. Come on. Ref, bro. That's a whole another minute. That's a whole another minute and they're not attacking. 2 more minutes and they've not. Now they're attacking. Lopez, please. Rob Dickey, you beauty. Oh, thank God. Oh, 3 added minutes for no reason on top of the 2. But, boys, another late bit of drama and another late winner for QPR today. It has been a hell of a match. A hell of a match. A hell of an episode. If you guys have enjoyed this episode half as much as I've enjoyed filming it, then this is about of an episode. I'm so happy with this. Well done, boys. Another huge result. Late drama yet again. And that's another 3 points. Well done, boys. That is humongous. Humongous. Well, there we have it. A huge result. We do see ourselves up into 8th place, but Everton obviously still with a game to play. But that is absolutely enormous from us. Today was a huge episode. Great results. Great turn of form. And I have to say, just great late drama, which I love. I love in a game of FIFA. Just great late drama. I'm all about it. But guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, then please leave a like on the video. It supports me, the video, the channel, and the series out a whole bunch. If you're new, hit the sub button and turn notifications on to be told at any time that we upload a video. If you want to catch us on the live streams, it's Hursty Games over on Twitch. There is a link in the description. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands.
What? Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, we'll say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty Games, yeah, you already know.